as a whole, whether it's the DDA, or whether it's the chamber, or whether it's the city council, you know, so that we can say, okay, wait a minute, we got a lot of guns that we can bring to bear on things, and as the parts of the puzzles come together, we're all working together, and not you guys are talking about this here, but nobody else knows what we're talking about. The city council's talking, and we're talking about this here, and you know, I mean, we're all moving, but it'd be nice to have the dog start going one direction.
Part two then of that, you made reference to the master plan. Then there's also that lot that's south of that is a Cronkite property, there's a rental property on that too, which
yes.
is even the master plan is slated for parking, correct?
Actually, in a meeting, my last meeting I had with Tom, he said, what do you want from us? And I said, that house. So, you know, bottom line is, that's one of the oldest houses in Cedar Springs, from what I've understood, and it's time that we do some things on that side of it. So, when the city council or DDA or whoever is ready, we need to start approaching folks. We're not going to get any place or get anything at all. We don't ask and we don't approach. So, but like I said, we need direction, guys, also. So.
Right, well, I'd be interested in that conversation, obviously.
Okay.
So.
Very well.
I apologize too. I'm not without the loop to pay attention. But is Chris Stone's property? Is that your property or
which one?
That's the CBD property. That's what I thought. Okay. The house they burned down.
Yeah. We tried to burn it down. Marty was too quick for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we bought that because she approached us and wanted to get involved,
right.
but couldn't donate the whole thing to us, so we bought it at a low note. And what we're going to do is the garden club is going to come in and reclaim the flower beds, and we've offered that up also to the vets to see if they want to expand across that way. So it's going to be open no matter how we slice and dice it. When they dug the basement out, she filled full of water with deep water.
Yeah, I know.
So anyway, so yeah, so that's going to stay empty. Other questions so far?
Talking about having a community center down in there, is that going to be something that's open on a regular basis or just when rented?
I'm sorry, very much.
The
community building. Are you looking at that to be something that's open all the time or just something that's open if it's rented? The reason why I ask that is because Rockford, I was down there yesterday and looking things over after we got off the river. They have their welcome center down there. Well, I'm wondering if that could be something that could be done at the community center, if we could get volunteers to staff it or whatever, and they have a list of all the stuff that they have at their amphitheater pavilion type thing down there. Every Sunday they have a worship team that comes in from different churches and organizations that puts on a concert. You know, we've got a few different praise groups here that can do something like that. Or
I haven't thought that far, Perry. Some of the pieces that we've looked at in the past was at Parks and Rec. We're going to be moving out of the school, so that we talked about them coming down and taking some space down here. Well, now they're not doing that with Hilltop, so that piece is up in the air. So, Perry, I don't know that side of it. All right. My guess is, based upon how we're planning with the community building being one large room for large groups, and the library is going to have a room that can house about 50, plus another one that can house about 25. We're going to have different rooms right in that area that are going to be in use, I would say, daily. But I can't answer that question, Perry. I haven't thought that far. I'm sorry.
It is a great point, though. I mean, my wife, having grown up in Rockford, that little visitor center has really been, I think, key to their whole Squire Street Square and keeping that developed. And if there is something that's semi-permanent that people always know, they can get information there as part of this in one of the buildings somewhere. I think that's a great thing to consider.
I'll look forward to that input at our big meetings here in the future, Perry. How's that? Sound good?
The bathrooms to the public, that's a big part of it, too.
We're also working with what has been talked about by the DDA for quite a few years, is the boardwalk walk area down along Cedar Springs, along Cedar Creek, excuse me, from North Park all the way down around. We can get to Wriggle Park right now. We've got access all the way to Wriggle Park, and from there it'll take a little bit more work coming in down behind you guys with all the property owners. But so we're working on that. That's one of the things we're doing also, is working on turning the properties that we have over to the city of Cedar Springs as a community. And the reason why for that is in order for us to go after DNR grants, you can't file for DNR grants without being a municipality. So there's $300,000 laying out on the table there that we want to apply for next spring. We have to put $75,000 into it. So the total price would be $375,000. And right now with the bridges coming across and some cement walkways coming down around to the south side of Cedar Creek, the north side, there's a spring in there, kind of a swampy area. We're going to go across that with a raised boardwalk. We've got the Trout Unlimited already working on designs for the rain garden and how to enhance that entire area in there. We got our local witch doctors, Tom and Perry, working on native plants to be what kind of plants are gonna go in these areas, so it's gonna be a learning trail also, does that make sense? Because anytime we can work collaboratively with educational groups like schools, there's money to be made by all groups. Plaques, yes, that will also for the area, yeah. All right. Rain gardens, we've got 2 in right now, we've got 2 more planned. There's a big one in North Park, and let's see, I got 2 more on the dock. So we're just going to continue just kind of work our sales ahead on those. There's going to be one that goes on the corner of Cherry and 5th on the southwest corner right in there. We're moving on there. There's going to be one on the south side of the Cedar Creek where we're at. There's going to be one on the north side. Oh, there's going to be one where Maple Street goes on to 5th Street. There's going to be one along that drain ditch area in there to help slow the water down. And of course, North Park. I think I covered it all. So we got quite a few of those going in. And they look sharp. The ones that we got down by the tool and die shop right down there in Cherry and 5th Street right now, they came back in and did some more work in there this spring. Looks very nice. City, we've got a water leak down there in that yard. We can't find it, I've been told. So we have a big wet spot down in there, but we have not been able to find what's causing the extra water, but that's another topic. Anyways, let's see, Ranger and grants. We're after grants right now. We are after the DNR grant. We have people working on that. Myers, the Fry Foundation Steel Case, and the Hohenstein Foundation. We're after
The
that.
Fry Foundation is based on the Fry Brothers, which was originally a brewery in Grand Rapids. They are one of the original partners in the Grand Rapids Brewing Company in 1892.
We've got a pretty good connection going with them right now, so that's going out. That's going to be
Maybe some
meeting. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have those ends, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So they're one of the hot ones on our plate right now, along with Hohensteins. When Ralph Hohenstein passed away, they've been dissipating all that. We have to know, we have to have people that got connections to family here, and so they're going to meet with us on August 8th or 9th, one of those days right in there, to talk about the clock tower that's going to go on the corner. And we're going to work with American Legion Hall next door, and Rhodes is the head of that one. We're putting the clock tower up there. That's going to be memorial and on the corner of Maple and Main Street. So we're working on that side of it. Let's see. We've also been making the rounds, Dwayne McIntyre and myself. We've been to Integrated Trust Technologies, talking to them about what they could do for the library. So far, they've stepped forward, by the way, and helped us out. High-grade materials on the cement has also stepped up to us, and they're going to help on their material side of it. Northwest Mechanical has also stepped up to the plate, and so has Belden Block so far. So those are the ones we've gotten to at this point in time. We'll continue. Yes, sir.
I got another one for you.
Yeah.
Universal Forest Products.
Oh, sure.
Okay, Universal Forest Products was rated by Forbes as in the top 2 companies in Michigan, #1.
They're down there on East Beltline, right?
Yeah, there's, for whatever it's worth, their stock is now $105, up 60% 2 years ago.
Okay.
Okay, and that's Secchi's outfit, but it's run by Bill Curry. He was the CEO, and I'm sure you could get them to donate, the money for the raise the bridge over the swamp, or whatever.
Okay.
I mean, that's what they do, they make sure they help.
Sounds good. We've got a campaign group meeting tomorrow night, so I'll present that to that group at that point.
If you need some help with them, let me know.
Thank you, Bernie. Appreciate it. By the way, your guys' new building's a lot. Looks nice down there. Huh? So,
I don't know.
that's kind of, in a nutshell, what's going on. My last little thing is that people ask me why am I doing this? Cedar's my hometown, and it's been awful good to me and my family. But even more so, a few years ago when Fred Meyer offered up that golf course to build a brand new zoo on it, and the citizens of Kent County voted down, I thought, that's a sin. And I mean, in the past, somebody's taken the time and effort to provide a library that we used when we were kids. And we had a community building that, thank God, I think we wore the dog on thing out. I did my fair share of it, I know that. And we owe it to the citizens and younger people coming forward in the Cedar Springs. We owe to them what we had. I mean, and so I tell everybody, it's time for all the good citizens of Cedar Springs to step up. What can you do? Get involved with us. Throw your pieces of the puzzle in with us and let us all work together at something bigger and better than any of us. some people say they don't agree with it. That's great, I love it. I love when they don't agree because it makes me think even more. You know what I mean? So Cedar Springs is on the cusp of a lot of great things, guys. A lot of great things. And we can sure use your leadership and thoughts and direction that you want us to go also, all right? And what can we do to help you? Any questions to me?
The grant that, Josh got for DDA or whatever,
Yeah, for the wetlands?
how much of that did we get for Cedar Springs?
I have not got that information. It's a $200,000 grant that we've got, but we're sharing it with Sparta a little bit also on that way. So we're gonna get the North Park retention pond moat, whatever we wanna call it, okay? And then we're gonna get some of the stuff along where we're at, and it was also slated to go down on the corner of Fifth and Cherry. Bob and Betty Trudeau gave permission for that to be an overflow area, and that still sets there. That offer's still there. So, yeah, we got one DNR grant already, so we're going to go after the next bigger ones. And we have a lot of pluses going to us, by the way, when we have grants, because I think we're the only place in Michigan where the White Pine Trail and North Country Trail cross. You know, give bonus points for having a trail, well, we got both the state and federal. Woo-hoo! It was good. Any further questions for me?
Awesome.
Thank you.
A couple of years ago, I asked for an estimate on the Maple Street parking lot, and at that time, Tom said it would be about $80 grand. So just make it.
I'd be surprised if there is any grindings that was that much, because we could take the top dirt off the top and put the grindings in. What do you think there, Mr. Mayor? You're the expert on this
Well,
stuff.
the topsoil can be piled as a pile of the soil, and it might water it for, to have the person go out, take the topsoil, and then the millings.
Yeah, but it's something that, it's one of those pieces of the puzzle that when we're doing some city work here and grinding a street, woo-hoo, now's the opportunity to do that, and that piece will fall together.
I know we had some issues with the soil. We had to go to a contamination facility for any soils that we removed. So I don't know. I would think that's going to be very similar if they haven't done any testing. But
Yeah,
this is a
there,
point of.
that was a residential house in the way it went.
From our report, it was all the soil was from the foundry. That was all surface. We can't. Just something to think about before we may or may not be able to sell that soil.
But we might be able to use it right in that area.
Sure, absolutely. We were zero. Our part of our DEP approval, we had to be zero removal.
Yeah,
They don't want to do
they
special.
could be using it for topsoil on your lot
Right.
because it's not being removed from the original site. It's one big site. So you might be able to balance it back and forth for topsoil.
When talking to the rate place about putting a parking lot in there, they said you may be able to get a grant covering it if it's in conjunction with some of the stuff at the amphitheater and that going on, but you're less likely to get a grant just for parking. But if it's a way that it's tied in with enhancing that, you're more likely to get a grant for that, just the parking lot.
David, you already know this. We're also working with the Green Place, what's the name of that?
Right.
Green, anyways, they give money to trails and that kind of stuff. But anyways, with Fred 200, the relay race from Grand Rapids to Cadillac, you already know that. We're getting involved with that. CTA is going to help us with that side of it also, kind of be the
We just had a bike
behind
rally
us.
come through last week that was very similar, and this is now a race that's the first weekend of August, I think.
Yeah, it is.
It's coming through.
My last thing, thank you for all that you guys are doing, for your time, for your involvement with what's going on in Cedar Springs. Is making a difference, guys. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank the community development team, there's a lot of things going on in the Purdue process. Just for instance, they donated the property to the city, it has to go by ordinance and charter to the planning commission first. So there's hoops that have to go through, and they've been very patient and diligent on and abiding by our ordinances. So, thank you.
Will you stick it around for?
Again.
I'm going to catch it for a few minutes.
Okay.
Alright, I don't have anything after reading 7.
Perfect. Motion to adjourn.
We have a comment?
looking at our minutes, normally we go to city manager's comment after that.
We're losing Bob.
Yep, city manager's comment. The new city manager, Michael Womack, starts Monday, August 1st. So that's a week from today. He's very excited about coming to Cedar Springs, happy about all the positive changes that are coming. I think he's young, and it's a good place for him to learn and to be part of a community that's improving rapidly. So it's a large opportunity for him. And he will be here again this week, Wednesday. He's been coming once a week to sit and go over projects and issues and things that we're working on. So it's been a good opportunity for me to come back and dust off my retired brain and work again in city government. I've appreciated it. I wish you all the most luck I possibly can. You're on the right track, and good with you. Things are going very well. So thank you, and I'll be available till the end of August and even after if Michael needs some assistance or if I can be of assistance to the city council.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Trustee comments. Kevin down there?
No.
Dave? Rose?
I just want to thank Barb for all the help she's done and gotten things going, and really appreciate it. And I didn't know if anybody knew it, but the red flannel benches have been turned to the staging area. I'm concerned that they're not attached, but maybe we can address that at some time. They do belong to the city, in case anybody's wondering. They belong to people of Cedar Springs. So maybe we can get it in the budget at some point to have them attached. They're, I think they were like $5,000. So, and they're beautiful, so if you get a chance, sit in them and enjoy.
I'd also like to thank Barb for all her guidance for me in particular, and she got us moving on the right track, and we're going to keep it on that. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd also like to thank you for your words of wisdom. Short meeting we had. I'd also like to thank anybody that, we all sit here on this board when we have time to show up. We put in our 2 cents about, ways that we can improve the city, whether it's a sign, parking bench, whether we're, catering at a discount price for an event that's going to make a difference in upcoming things with the capital campaign, or whether we're attending meetings, working on a clock tower, or running the city council meetings, or whatever, it's all of our little bit that we do, no matter how little it is, it all adds up. And every little bit of difference makes a big difference in the long run. There's this picture on Facebook I seen of this turtle. They had a tag on it that says, no matter how slow it is, every step forward is still a step forward as it's trying to cross the road. And then I also got to thinking about that, and I mentioned it to Julie when we come there to Rockford last night. She said, I was looking at fishes trying to jump and get back up over the dam. I think people can learn a lot from nature. That little fish can try and fight that heavy current to get up over that dam. But a lot of people, you see it roll, and they'll go, oh, we can't do it. We can't get across it. There's a will, there's a way. So, that's my comments. Thank you for everybody that's involved. Big, no matter whether it's a big effort or a small effort, it's still an effort. And for that, I would entertain a motion to